In today's video, we go over the 10 NBA players who got their teeth knocked out during an NBA game. Let's jump right into the video. 10. Kevin Love. So starting off at number 10, we've got Kevin Love, who accidentally caught an elbow to the face from Jordan Mickey during the Cleveland Cavaliers' 98-79 loss to the Miami Heat, jarring his tooth loose. At the time, if you can remember, the Cavs were 4-0 since Kevin Love returned from his hand injury. Then, in the first quarter of the Cavs game against the Miami Heat, Love took an elbow to the face from Jordan Mickey, and boy was it painful. Love laid on the floor for several minutes and had to leave the game, and the Cavs ended up losing 79-98. Even with the mouth guard, the elbow shot to Love's face was enough for him to lose a tooth, and maybe even some sleep later that night. Luckily for Kevin Love, he's rich, and hopefully he fixed his teeth by now. 9. Carl Landry. At number 9 for Carl Landry, this one was a doozy. Even with the mouth guard on, the big man Carl Landry lost some teeth after Dallas Maverick superstar Dirk Nowitzki elbowed him in the face. Carl Landry did end up taking a nasty elbow from Dirk Nowitzki in the second quarter of an NBA game and got several of his teeth knocked out as a result. The incident happened when Dirk was about to jump to score a basket and Landry fouled him. Unfortunately, Carl Landry got caught by the elbow of Dirk Nowitzki. Carl was immediately taken for the treatment, and he went through 6 hours of surgery. Dirk's condition was no better than Carl's. His elbow got hurt because of the pieces of Landry's teeth stuck in his arm. Landry was back in action 2 days later, while Dirk also took some time to come back. 8. Reggie Evans. Reggie Evans, during his career, was an NBA tough guy. While playing for the Brooklyn Nets, Reggie Evans lost a tooth in an NBA game against the Charlotte Hornets. Reggie got his tooth knocked out and literally continued playing before calmly walking to the bench to get some work done. Reggie would then place his tooth on the scorer's table. The kicker is that he didn't even miss a second of play and stayed in the game, in what can be described as typical Reggie Evans fashion. If you've enjoyed watching the video thus far, then drop us a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends, as it only takes 1 second and makes a massive difference in supporting the channel and helping it grow. 7. Dennis Schroder. Many players who chip their tooth will immediately look for their tooth and run to the sidelines. Dennis, on the other hand, really makes you question what exactly was going through his mind. The Atlanta Hawks guard has his tooth cap knocked out, and instead of running to the sideline, he put the tooth in his sock. There are so many issues there. Why your sock? This might have to be the worst place to put it. Think of all the germs. No matter, that's what went through his mind, and his sock antics got him 7th on the list. 6. Steve Nash. Among Steve Nash's impressive resume of MVPs, beautiful passes, and game-changing style of play, Nash's sense of humor certainly stands out in this moment. The two-time NBA MVP lost part of his front tooth after taking an elbow from Utah Jazz center Carlos Boozer, while battling for a rebound. Though Nash's injury to his teeth isn't as serious as other players on this list, his hilarious interview makes his injury one of the best. Let's never forget that Steve Nash did a TV interview with ESPN after the game so everyone could see his chipped tooth. 5. Goran Dragic. Goran Dragic, as we can see, was a little unlucky in this play. Dragic got his tooth knocked after receiving a clean elbow to his face. The way his face immediately shoots back, you can just feel his pain. The Dragon did take a hard elbow from Al Horford and went down in Atlanta after the incident. The craziest part about this is that Goran Dragic was the victim, losing a tooth, and he even got called a foul on Al Horford. It was a rough evening for the point guard in simple terms. 4. Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas, while he was trying to guard Otto Porter Jr., lost his tooth for the whole world to see. Since this game was in the NBA playoffs, there was no way Thomas was going to come out. After Isaiah Thomas got rocked in the mouth, when you watch the replay, you can see Isaiah get hit and immediately start looking up to try and find the tooth in the air. 3. Chris Dunn. The award for the most painful-looking shot of a tooth getting knocked out goes to Chris Dunn and his scary fall against the Warriors. He hit the floor so hard that he damaged the floor. The Chicago Bulls guard, Chris Dunn, took a scary fall at the United Center against the Golden State Warriors after completing a dunk. He suffered 2 dislocated teeth and was placed in the NBA concussion protocol by the Bulls. 2. Rudy Tomjanovic. Rudy Tomjanovic is most famous for his legendary career as an NBA coach. However, what many people have forgotten is what is deemed the deadliest punch in NBA history. In this case, losing teeth was the least of the coach's worries. The punch was so bad that Tomjanovic had spinal fluid dripping in the back of his throat. Lucky for Tomjanovic, doctors were able to reconstruct his skull, and Rudy would be able to resume his NBA career, though he never was able to attain the same level of skill after this incident. 1. Danny Granger. Danny Granger, at one point, was a star in the league. One of his many highlights was an unfortunate incident with fellow star Paul Pierce of the Boston Celtics, who were the defending NBA champions. Both players went diving for a loose ball, as all players are encouraged to do. Unfortunately for Granger, his face hit the floor, and the star's smile got the worst of the impact as he shattered his 2 front teeth. Luckily for Danny Granger, he signed a huge major contract extension the day before, so he was able to use up some of those millions towards repairing his superstar smile. If you made it to the end of the video, then don't forget to subscribe. I upload daily on this channel, so if you're looking for some consistent basketball talk, this is the channel for it and for you. Check out some of these videos.